Numerals, brown and red trim. Yale in the road navy blue uniforms with the white numerals and the white trim. And Brown controls the opening tap. We are underway here in Providence. Happy Martin Luther King Day to all of you. This is game 3 of a 4-game Ivy League quadruple header here on Nesson. Jalen Gainey gets the ball down low, dribbles it in the paint, now kicks it to Mitchell. And up top they go to Tamadong Cho with it. Cho dribbles in the paint, pumps, goes up, draws the contact, and will go to the free throw line, fouled by Jalen Gabadon.
So Gabadon playing T. Cho right off the bat. Gabadon also an Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year, shared that award with Jalen Gainey a couple of years ago.
Cho at the free throw line, a 80% free throw shooter on the season, 4th best in the Ivies. And his first one is good. Cho coming in, averaging 13.8 points per game. That leads the Bears. It's 9th best in the Ivies. He's the 3rd leading rebounder in the Ivy League at 8.1 boards per game. He also leads his team in assists at 2.4 per contest.
He's quite the player, Scott. As we know, he had 7 assists on Saturday down at Princeton.
Yeah, an NBA scout from the Detroit Pistons, Bobby Gonzalez, looking at him this past Saturday down in New Jersey. Now the Bulldogs with it, their first offensive possession of the afternoon. Here's Mbang. Crossover dribble on Wojcik, takes it into the paint, now picks it up at the elbow. They find Kelly, free throw line jumper off the back of the rim, no good, and Gainey with the rebound for Brown.
Gainey on the defense that time and also went to the boards.
Here's Friday, takes it in the paint. He's going to get called for the charge as he knocks over Bez Mbang. That'll be Dan Friday's first foul of the game and the first on Brown here in the first half.
Bez Mbang, a graduate of Our Lady of Good Counsel, Scott, that produced a player here at Brown, was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good. You know what his name was?
2,041 points worth of names.
Yeah. Earl Hunt.
Yeah.
Bears all-time leading scorer.
Class of 03.
Mbang takes it down the right side and scores off the window. Pretty move there by Bez Mbang for Yale. We're tied at 2.
Pretty scoop shot by Mbang.
You know, Russ, you and I have seen a lot of Brown-Yale matchups, and it is always intense when these two teams meet on the hardwood.
You're right, Scott.
They are reflections of their head coaches. Nice move by Friday down low, but the shot goes high off the glass, no good, and the rebound to Yale. Gabadon going to take it coast to coast, dishes to Kelly, and now they reset and get it to Swain up top.
Well, that dish to Kelly was because Jalen Gainey was there.
Going to call Wojcik for a little bump foul on Azar Swain.
Got him with the body.
That'll be Paxton Wojcik's first foul, the second on Brown. It'll send Azar Swain, the Ivy League's leading free throw shooter, to the line. He shoots it at 89% from the stripe. Take a look at the replay there, and
you can see it.
Wojcik got him a little bit with the body.
Underneath, yep.
Swain, a heck of a player, leads the Ivy League in scoring at just under 19 points per game.
He can really shoot it, Scott.
Yes, he can.
And his range from 3 is almost unlimited. I've seen some games on TV where he'll shoot. He crosses half court and he's looking to put it up with accuracy.
Yeah, he's the guy you have to pick up at half court.
Yep.
Second one for Swain on the way is also good. So 2 free throws for Azar Swain gives Yale their first lead of the night, 4-2 Bulldogs. Friday gets it to Cho, left of the key. And now to Gainey, who pops out top for it. On the right, they go to Paxton Wojcik. Now to Cho on the right baseline. Cho works his way into the paint, had it stripped loose and stolen away by Yale. Cho tried to get it back, couldn't. Here come the Bulldogs. Mbang dishes to Kelly.
Offense,
that's we're going to get a charge on Kelly as David Mitchell draws the charge.
Mitchell stationary, feet planted. Let's watch it. Here he comes. Yep, there he is.
Defense is David Mitchell's specialty, the senior co-captain for the Brown Bears.
Yeah, he plays really hard, Scott. He loves that role as a defensive stopper.
4-2 Yale with a 2-point lead. Brown with the basketball. 2.5 minutes into this one. Here's Dan Friday working his way in the paint. Had it poked loose. Swain comes up with a loose ball and brings it back the other way for Yale. He pulls up for 3 straight away and knocks it down.
If you're not there, he's going to make that shot. And the Bears have 3 turnovers in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds of action.
7-2 Bulldogs by 5. They're on a 7-0 run. There's Wojcik. Free throw line jumper for Paxson is good.
Created just enough space to get off that left-handed jumper. Used T. Cho as a screen.
Wojcik, the junior transfer from Loyola Chicago, out of Charleston, South Carolina. Pulls the Bears to within 3. 7-4 Yale. Gabadon. Down low. Little spin move by Jarvis. Doesn't go, and the rebound to Jalen Gainey. Wojcik going to pull up for 3 in transition and knock it down.
And used Jalen Gainey as a screen that time, and Swain didn't get up into him. Paxson took advantage and hit the jumper.
Well, Swain hit one on Wojcik, and Wojcik returns the favor. We're tied at 7. Down low, little mismatch there, and Yale takes advantage of it as Matt Noling uses his size for an easy deuce. 9-7 Bulldogs. Here's Tamadong Cho, dribbles down the left side of the lane. Turnaround jumper is partially blocked by Noling, but they got him for a foul, got a piece of the hand in the process.
Yeah, Noling didn't appear to like the call, but let's see it on the replay if they show it. Looked like he got him on all over the hand, Scott. You're right.
So Cho will go back to the free throw line where he hit 2 to start the game off. Cho's been on a nice run of late. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds in the win at Harvard, then 23 and 12 in a loss at Dartmouth. And as you pointed out, 18 points, 7 assists in the 2-point loss at Princeton.
Very unselfish player, Scott. We talked about that on Saturday. He'll give the ball up. Just missed that foul shot. So Matt Noling, who just checked out, is a sophomore from Ellington, Connecticut. Went to East Catholic High School. I saw him play a number of times at high school because he lives right near me from Enfield. And James Jones was at a lot of his games, recruiting him.
And he was recruited by both Brown and Yale, as
yes,
a
he
matter
was.
of fact.
Yep.
1 out of 2 for Cho that time to the free throw line. He has 3 points. It's a 1-point Yale lead, 9-8, as we go under 16 minutes to play here in the opening half. Swain guarded by Keno Lilly. Picks up the dribble and gets the ball to Jarvis. Jarvis back to Swain, dribbles right of the key, passes it in the corner. Mbang takes it in the paint, had his shot partially deflected by Friday, but there for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Yale up 4, 12-8. Here's Lilly with the basketball, gets it to Cho on the left. Up top to Gainey. Now they swing it right to Perry Cowan. Lilly gets it back up top again. Nice bounce pass to Cowan. Wrap around to Gainey for the jam.
That's a sweet assist from Perry Cowan, and Jalen going right to the basket for the flush.
12-10, the Bears pull to within 2 of Yale. As we are 5 minutes into the first half here in Providence. Here's Mbang. Left side to Jarvis, back up to Mbang up top. Swing it to Cotton on the right wing, now to Swain in front of the Brown bench. He's going to take the long 3 and hit it.
Contested 3. He can make those shots. He's not a catch and shoot. He is a catch and shoot guy, but he can do a lot more than catch and shoot. He's dangerous.
He is. 8 points early on for Azar Swain, the Ivy League's leading scorer. Yale with a 5-point lead, 15-10. Here's Lilly to Gainey up top. Right side pass to Cho. Cho gets called for shuffling the feet. Traveling violation. Bears turned it over. That'll be the 4th, make it the 5th Brown turnover of the first half.
I think he lifted that pivot foot before he put the ball on the floor.
Bulldogs with the ball in a 5-point lead. Mbang gets it to Swain. Lilly on him closely. Swain double teamed, picked up by Owusu-Anani. They get it out to Jarvis. Jarvis, one bounce, picks it up, gets it up top to Cotton. Cotton pull up 3. Good.
Yeah, Cotton had 20 against the Bears a couple years ago in Yale's victory.
And the Bulldogs have opened up an early 8-point lead here at Brown, 18-10 Yale. Here's Tamadong Cho, dribbles it on the left wing in front of the Yale bench. Gets it to Owusu-Anani up top, who finds Lilly. Lilly dribbles off the screen, pulls up from 16, a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound of Owusu-Anani. The putback doesn't go, and it goes out of bounds to the Bears.
So Yale right now is 6 for 9 from the floor, 3 for 3 from 3. Swain with 2 of those 3-pointers and Cotton with the other one.
Lilly will toss it in from underneath the brown basket. What a freshman season Keno Lilly has had for the Bears.
Well, he's making a statement as possible Ivy Rookie of the Year. No question about it, Scott. He's had some really good games.
10th leading shooter in the Ivy League, a scorer, I should say, and a three-point field goal is good with a chance at a 4-point play for Paxton Wojcik.
And the foul on Swain.
First foul on Azar Swain, 4th on Yale in the opening half, and the rare opportunity at a 4-point play for Paxton Wojcik of Brown.
Well, Paxton with great follow-through. He just stayed right with that shot. Great backspin and got bumped by Swain.
Wojcik's free throw is good. He has 9 points.
Right out of the gate with 13 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half.
Leads all scorers with 9, 18-14. The Bears pull to within 4 of Yale. Mbang dribbles it up top. Now passes it right side to Cotton, who launches another 3. That one doesn't go, and the rebound to T. Cho. Cho dribbles up the floor. Tried to kick it in the corner to Wojcik. Went off the back of the official and out of bounds.
Yale ball. How about that?
And Yale will get it. That'll count as a Brown turnover. Kind of an unfortunate turnover for the Bears here. Take a look.
Oh, the guy ran right in. Hit him right in the head.
Looked like he was defending Paxton Wojcik in the corner.
Oh, boy. Well, if the ref was a shooter, he'd be looking for the ball. He wouldn't let it hit him in the head. Got to have your hands up at all times, Scott, to try to make shots. Yale ball, unfortunate turnover. That's a Bears' 5th turnover.
That really shouldn't count it as one, should it? Cotton guarded by Lilly in front of the Brown bench. Double team, turns it over. Owusu-Anani gets it ahead to Perry Cowan. Cowan takes it all the way in, off the window, no good, but he got fouled by Kelly. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That is the 2nd foul on Yale's Isaiah Kelly.
And the 5th team foul already.
Perry Cowan, who gave Coach Mike Martin some terrific minutes off the bench a few games ago at Harvard. He scored a career-high 15, made 5 threes against the Crimson.
Yeah.
At the line to shoot 2. First one does not go down for Perry. Perry had been 2 for 2 from the free throw line on the season coming in, now 2 for 3 after that miss.
Isaiah Kelly coming off a career-high 18 on Saturday against the Big Red at Cornell.
1 of 2 for Perry Cowan. Pulls the Bears to within 3. It's Yale 18, Brown 15. 12:43 to go here in the first half. Here's Izadike with it. And now it's Noling up top. Pass it left side to Feinberg. Back to Noling, back to Feinberg, guarded by Mitchell. They go to Noling again, trying to work in on Cowan. Gets it up top. Basama. Now to DK. Right side pass. Cotton 3. No good. Noling with a rebound. Keeps it alive for Yale. DK gets bumped into by Wojcik, and Paxton's going to pick up his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, Paxton knew he didn't quite get there. His feet were moving. Didn't have good position.
It's the Bears' 4th team foul of the opening half, and Wojcik will be replaced in the Brown lineup by Dan Friday. Friday, the sophomore from Detroit. As Yale throws it in from in front of the scorer's table, they get it into DK in the backcourt. DK takes it by Lilly, and he gets called for traveling. Turnover violation on the Bulldogs. That is their 4th turnover of the half.
Well, he left his feet. Good things don't usually happen when you leave your feet on a drive like that.
18-15, 3-point Yale lead as we go into 12 minutes to play here in the opening half. Friday up top to Mitchell. Swing it left to Lilly. Down low to Owusu-Anani. Dribbles in the paint, puts up the little right-hand turnaround. Shot no good. Rebound, Matthew Cotton.
Soft touch by the freshman, just wouldn't drop.
DK gets it up top to Bassa Ama. And Now on the right side, Feinberg has it. Feinberg takes it baseline, has a shot blocked by Owusu Anani on the floor. Cowan picks it up for the Bears and gets fouled by Feinberg. And that.
Yeah. And of course, all that he did in terms of nonviolence, and he faced such tremendous violence in his life, advancing the cause of civil rights.
Back here at Brown, the Bears of the basketball down 3 to Yale here in the first half. Here's Lilly. Passes it to Cowan on the left. Down low to Owusu Anani. Back up top to Perry Cowan. And now Lilly on the right. Lilly fakes the 18-footer, now takes it. And it's no good. And the rebound tipped out. Pulled down by DK. DK brings it back the other way. Kicks it out to Cotton. And back to DK between the circles up top. Noling hands it to DK on the right side. He dribbles it into the corner, now gets it to Cotton. 10 on the shot clock for Yale. Vasa Amo is going to try the three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. And Owusu Anani with a rebound for Brown. Here's Dan Friday. Dribbles down the right side of the lane, spins to his left, fires it in the corner to an open Lilly for three. That one's no good. The rebound to Noling of Yale.
Good look from down low by Dan Friday, finding Lilly in the left corner.
Yeah, we said that T. Cho leads the team in assists. He's tied for the team lead with Friday and with Lilly. They all average 2.4 assists per game.
And Noling with a nice look, turned into his right shoulder and hit it with the left hand, a little jump hook over Dan Friday.
He has 4. And Yale's lead is 5, 20 to 15. Just past the midpoint of the first half, Owusu Anani takes it down low, kicks it in the corner to Dan Friday. He'll take it baseline, wrap around pass to Owusu Anani for three, and that one doesn't go. Cotton with a weak side rebound for the Bulldogs.
Scott, Yale's got 5 guys to check in. If you count James Jones over there as one of the 5, he's been belt down as if he's coming into the ball game.
You know, James still looks like he could
does.
play.
Well, yeah, lean and mean. What a job he's done at Yale.
Yes, he has. In his 23rd season, 5 Ivy titles. Noling, nice little turnaround shot, doesn't go. Rebound to Nana Owusu Anani of Brown. Gets it to Lilly, who brings it up the floor. Lilly gets bumped on his way down the lane. DK is going to pick up the personal, his first. That's Yale's 7th, so it's going to be 1-1 for Brown freshman Keno Lilly.
All right, James Jones is not checking into the game.
I'll tell you what, I know a coach that can still play. His name's Mike Martin.
How about TJ Sorrentine?
TJ Sorrentine can too.
Yeah.
TJ Sorrentine, you see him right there on the left of your screen. Boy, he can still shoot the rock. Remembered for that famous shot that beat Syracuse in the NCAA tournament in Worcester. And there you see Bears head coach Mike Martin, pretty good shooter himself.
And James Jones knows that because James played against Mike, or James coached against Mike Martin as a player 8 times in his early career at Yale.
And I think Mike's record as a player against Yale, 6-2. Is that sound accurate?
I think so, yeah.
Lilly hits the first free throw. Second one on the way is also good for the freshman. So his first 2 points of the game come from the stripe. 20 to 17, Bulldogs by 3. I know I speak for you, Russ, when I say just a tremendous amount of respect I have for these two coaches.
Both of them.
And the way they run their programs.
They really work hard. How about that shot by
Gabadon.
Gabadon hitting the 35% three-point shooter. Yale now up 6.
Here's Cho with the basketball up top to Lilly. Now Gainey hands it back to Lilly. Nice bounce pass to Jalen going down low, but he lost the handle. Picked up by Yale. Mbang brings it back the other way. It was a good little 2-man game there between Lilly and Gainey, but Gainey just lost the handle.
Swain short with a 3-pointer.
Oh, long 3 here for Wojcik in transition. Doesn't go. Friday tried to get the offensive rebound. Gainey saves it from going out of bounds, but into the hands of Noling. Swain back the other way. Takes it coast to coast. Passes to no one. Out of bounds to the Bears.
Well, that just was missed time by Jarvis and Swain.
Jarvis zigged when Swain thought he was going to zag.
I think that's it.
6-point Yale lead. Brown with the basketball. Gainey has it up top. Gets it to Cho. He can make that shot. He do for others.
And I said earlier, did it in the face of bullets and knives and attack dogs and fire hoses and tremendous violence.
What a man.
Yeah, amazing.
And we will have a great video tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King as Gainey comes up with a block at halftime. Great video put together by our producer, Christopher Adams. So make sure you stay tuned for that here at halftime.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. You've talked about it the other day, Scott, how well done it is.
Tamadong Cho fouled. Will go to the free throw line for the Bears. E.J. Jarvis picked up the personal, his first. It's Yale's 8th team foul. And Cho will shoot 1 and 1. Front end good for T, so he earns the bonus. He's now 4 for 5 from the line. All 4 of his points coming from the stripe here tonight. Second free throw for Cho on the way is also good. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for the grad student co-captain for Brown. 23-19. Bears pull to within 4 of Yale.
Oh, Jalen Gainey blocked that with 2 hands.
Another one.
Spectacular block right there.
Back-to-back blocks for Gainey, who gets the feet in the paint and hits the little jump shot from 5 feet away. So the big fella gets rewarded on the other end of the floor.
He hustled down, scored in transition off a nice scoop pass from Dan Friday, the sophomore from Detroit.
23-21. Jarvis takes it down low. Goes up. Gainey blocks another one. 3 blocks for the Ivy League leader in that category, Jalen Gainey. Now Cho for 3. It's good, and the Bears jump out in front.
Paxton Wojcik with that pass, and they let T. Cho just roam in front of the Yale bench, and he makes that shot.
And James Jones wants a timeout as the Bears are on a run here, all fueled by the great defense by the reigning Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year, Jalen Gainey.
Jalen Gainey with spectacular blocks. Leads the Ivy League in blocks. He led the Ivy League in blocks 2 years ago, the last Ivy League season. Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year. All right, here he is. Here's Swain, the jumper. And he is so deadly.
He really is.
And he's got a beautiful shot. There's Paxton answering the left-handed jumper. Paxton feeling it. And here we go again outside. Mbang with a kiss off the glass. And there's Keno. Nice wraparound pass by Perry Cowan, and Jalen knows what to do with it down low. He's answering the call today, Scott, both ends of the floor, both sides of the ball.
4 points, 3 blocks, 2 rebounds for the senior Jalen Gainey for Brown, and the Bears with a 1-point lead on Yale, 24-23. Mbang gets it on the right side to Pulakaitis. Well, they get it on the baseline to Jarvis. Jarvis guarded by Gainey. Gets it up top to Mbang, stolen away by Lilly. Lilly dribbles it in front of the Yale bench and finds his teammate Paxton Wojcik, who gets it out near midcourt to Cho.
Yeah, veteran play by Lilly, bringing it back out instead of forcing a shot.
Cho back up top, finds Cowan on the left side of the floor. Tried to get it to Wojcik, but stolen away by Mbang.
Turnover number 8 for the Bears.
Here's Gabadon, left-hand dribble down the left side of the lane, and what do we have here?
He traveled before Jalen blocked his shot.
Traveling violation.
Gabadon doesn't seem to appreciate the call by the man in the striped shirt, Scott.
I think James Jones was hoping for a little contact there, which forced the travel.
Here we go right here.
No such luck. Jalen Gainey, the long arm of the law, as I like to call him. I would not want to take the ball down low against number 22. There's Wojcik for the Bears.
He senses a size advantage on Swain.
Yep, takes it into the
fadeaway
paint, puts it up
jumper.
with
He
the
likes
left
that
hand
move.
and hits it.
Yeah, just moving right to left. Little fadeaway jumper at the tail end of that move. Lots of space to make that shot.
11 in the first half for Paxton Wojcik. 26-23, Bears by 3.
Paxton 4 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 3 from 3.
Mbang spins on Lilly, picks it up, gets it out to Gabadon. He's going to take a long 3 and knock it down. Jalen Gabadon with his second triple of the half. He has 9 for Yale.
Comes in averaging 10.3 for the Bulldogs.
We're all square at 26 with 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Gainey hands it to Wojcik. Paxson, pull-up jumper from 18 is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Pulakaitis. Back the other way, Mbank takes it in on Cowan and gets fouled, and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Perry picks up his first foul. It's only the 15th foul on the Bears here in the first half.
So the Bears with their 8 turnovers, Yale has converted those 8 turnovers into 8 points here in this one.
Here's Bez Mbang at the free throw line to shoot 2. An 80% free throw shooter on the season for Yale, and the first one is good.
Mbang, a 6'4", 195-pound freshman from Potomac, Maryland.
Mbang's second free throw on the way is also good. He has 4 points. And Yale back out in front, 28-26 Bulldogs. Wojcik gets it down low to Cho. Cho steps back, takes the 14-footer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. Swain gets it up top to Noling. Dribbles to the right side of the floor and hands it to Mbang. Back to Swain. Swain, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound. Basa Ama picks it up for Yale, takes it in and dunks it.
It's been over a month, obviously, since we've been to the Piz, but it's such an important day, too. And when the Ivy League was coming up with the basketball schedules this year, men's and women's, they made sure that Martin Luther King Day had basketball on the schedule. Such an important holiday, especially with these players and what they've been able to do for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Both teams, both programs. You saw, obviously, the shirts before the game with 8 Against Hate, and there's so many great things. Mike Martin and his Black Excellence Speaker Series as well. So these players, obviously, with a great platform and using it well here in the Ivy League. We see it out of these two programs, too.
Yale with the basketball after the Brown turnover. They can't convert. Gainey with the rebound. Gets it to Tamadong Cho. 4-point game here in the first half with 3:13 to play. Cowan's going to take the 3 right of the key. It's no good. Gainey keeps the rebound alive, and Cho gets fouled on the floor. I think they're going to get Mbang for the bump. It is on Bez Mbang, his first. It is the 9th Yale foul of the half, so it'll be 1-1 for T. Cho.
Who's 5 for 6 from the line this afternoon.
So Tamadong Cho, as we mentioned, a grad student, had opportunities to transfer and play at another program, but he decided he had some unfinished business here at Brown. He wanted to come back and try to help lead this team to the Ivy League postseason tournament and potentially an Ivy League championship.
Yep, that's why he's here, Scott. You know, his free throw shooting, as you remember, when he was a freshman, he was at best a mediocre free throw shooter. Now he's 5th in the Ivy League, and there's only one way that happens. It isn't by hoping and praying. It's about getting to the gym and taking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds into thousands of foul shots and getting better. And nobody works harder than him.
Such a hard worker.
Yeah.
And he'll go to the bench now having made 7 of 8 free throws here in the first half. He has 10 points. 30-28, Yale's lead over Brown is 2. Mbang, guarded by Dan Friday. Bounces it to Basa Ama, but the loose ball picked up by Nolan. They get it out to Cotton, now to Mbang. Open 3, left corner, good.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Bears. Swain had a shot, gave it up to Cotton, and there we go with Mbang with the basket.
Mbang was shooting 4% from beyond the arc coming into the game.
Yeah.
Here's Dan Friday back the other way. The alley-oop to Gainey for the flush.
Another pretty feed by Dan Friday, putting up way above the rim, and Jalen knew what to do with it that time also. Throw it down.
6 for Jalen Gainey, 33-30. Bulldogs by 3. Swain dribbles to the right baseline. And he stepped on the baseline and out of bounds.
He was double teamed. It was Wojcik and Jalen Gainey went over to help out.
7th Yale turnover of the half. The Bears have turned it over 9 times. Keno Lilly checking back into the Brown lineup. As we mentioned, Lilly has to be one of the early candidates for Ivy League Rookie of the Year the way he's played thus far. Cho has it right of the key. Hands it to Dan Friday up top. Lilly picks up the loose ball in front of the scorer's table. 10 on the shot clock for the Bears. Friday spins in the paint. Picks up the dribble, goes up with the right hand. Oh, in and out. Rebound, poked out to Friday. Gainey kept that one alive for Brown. Lilly thought about a long three, instead gets it to Friday in front of the Yale bench. Back up to Lilly. He'll launch the three. This time, it's no good. And the rebound, Paxton Wojcik keeps it alive, but to Azar Swain. Swain back the other way. Friday pokes it loose, steals the ball away. Now he gets it up ahead to Wojcik. To Lilly. And now to Friday, left side Cho. He'll tee up the three. In and out. Rebound, Cotton.
That was great ball movement by the Bears, too. The shot just would not drop for T. Cho from the left wing.
We expected a good game between these two teams, and that's exactly what we have here tonight. Swain in the paint, puts it up, scores, and gets fouled.
Well, we said earlier, he can score off the dribble. He's got a strong upper body as well. Scott just went in, took the contact, absorbed the blow, made the shot, and now he goes to the line. The Ivy League leading free throw shooter at just under 90% coming in here this afternoon.
Keno Lilly picks up his second personal foul, the sixth team foul on Brown here in the first half. And Swain with 10 points has a chance to make it 11 at the free throw line. He does not. Rebounded by Wojcik.
I didn't mean to jinx him.
35-30. Yale by 5. Brown with the basketball, 45 seconds to go in the half. Cho gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Mbang has just picked up his second. That is the 10th team foul on Yale, so double bonus time for the Bears.
Yep, T. Cho back to the line again. 10 points today. 7 from the line and a three-pointer.
You know, we talked about the two coaches and James Jones in his 23rd season at Yale, and I asked the question, why hasn't he been offered a job at a higher level? Atlantic 10, Big East, Power 5 conference with the job that he's done at Yale.
Yeah.
Cho hits the first free throw.
My take on that would be that he has been offered jobs, and he said, no, I'll stick around. I'll stay at Yale. Yale's a great place to be.
Well, it is a great place to be, certainly, as is Brown.
Yeah.
But his track record certainly speaks for itself as Cho hits them both. And you look at the run they've really been on over the past 5-6 years, and they have been consistently at the top of the Ivy League.
Year in and year out, he's built a program, built a culture. They're always there.
Of course, they had that win in the NCAA tournament over Baylor.
That was right here in Providence, was it?
It was, at the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
And who did he play Duke in the second round?
Swain contested three, no good. Rebound, Gainey. Bears have it, can hold it for the final shot with 15 seconds to play.
And that's what they'll do. 8.
Cho with a basketball, wants to take it himself. Dribbles in the paint, kicks it out to Perry Cowan. Now they find Wojcik, catch and shoot three straight away, no good. Job here in the first half, nothing to be critical about.
The only when the guy got hit in the head with a pass, that was it.
That's right.
The ref took one for the ref team. It cost Brown a turnover and possible basket. It's a big play.
And we're going to get a late foul call. We're going to call a tripping foul on Dan Friday. That'll send Jalen Gabadon to the free throw line for Yale. First foul, check that, second on Friday.
He spins in the lane. Wow.
Well, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
No, Gabadon actually sold it by kicking out his legs.
Yeah.
He missed the first free throw.
Well, there you go, Scott. You could have to say something about the refs on that one if you'd like to. And you did.
No, they've done a good job.
No, they've been good. He makes the second one.
1 of 2 for Jalen Gabadon. He now has 10 points, and Yale leads by 4, 36-32 here at Brown. Opening minute of the second half. Cho gets bumped. Ball goes out of bounds off of Gabadon. And I think Cho's pleading his case there. He almost got knocked into the first row.
Is that guy playing football? That's what he said.
Lilly will toss it in from the side for the Bears. Gets it into Gainey up top, who hands it back to Lilly. Lilly alley-oop to Gainey, and he flushes another one.
Time Lilly with the pretty pass, and Gainey going right to the rim. Sticking it in. 2-point game.
Jalen Gainey now with 8 for the Bears. Also has 4 rebounds and 3 block shots. 36-34, Yale by 2. Kelly gets it to Swain. One dribble to his left, launches the 3, swish.
Yeah, that time he moved right to left, crossover dribble. Again, enough blue sky for him to hit that shot.
Third 3 of the game for Swain. He has 13 for the Bulldogs, and their lead is 5. Here's Lilly. Takes it in, puts it up, no good. He gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He wanted to alley-oop that to Gainey, but he saw Gainey was well covered, so he took it himself.
So go to the line.
Isaiah Kelly picks up his 3rd foul on that play.
Scott, if I'm James Jones, I'm thinking in the second half, and I'm not James Jones, but I'm thinking in the second half, you want to keep the wraps on Keno Lilly. He's 0 for 4 from the floor in the first half. Made some foul shots, now he's at the line. The other thing, I think, Azar Swain took 7 shots in the first half. Now, he only takes 16 a game, but if it's me, boy, I would want to get him the basketball.
Yeah.
More than that.
Lilly hits them both. All 4 of his points from the free throw line. Pardon me, that last foul was on Bez Mbang, his 3rd, not Isaiah Kelly. Each team with 1 foul here in the second half. 39-36. It is a 3-point lead for Yale. Here's Swain. Pull-up free throw line jumper is good.
Soft touch. Moving left to right off the dribble. Pulls up, doesn't go wildly down the lane in some crazy foray in traffic and knock people over. It hits the jumper. Smart player.
15 for Swain. 5-point Yale lead. Friday working down low. Puts it up. Gets the contact, but doesn't get the call. Missed the shot. Here's Swain again. Finds Noling. Noling double team down low. Gets rid of it to Kelly. Kelly goes up and in for 2. First bucket of the game for Isaiah Kelly. And Yale has opened up a 7-point lead here, just over 2 minutes into the second half. Cho has it on the right baseline. Left-hand dribble in the paint. Trying to go to his right, dishes to Gainey. Gainey puts it on the deck. Puts it up with the right hand. Missed it. Rebounded by Noling. Little contact there, no call. Here's DK to Noling, left side Swain. Swain, right-hand dribble in the paint, pull up from 13, around the rim and out. Cho with a rebound for the Bears. Up ahead to Wojcik. And back to T. Cho, who takes it strong to the hoop and gets fouled by Kelly. Oh, they're going to give that one to Gabadon instead. His second team foul on Yale. And Tamanang Cho back to the free throw line, where he is 9 of 10 for the game.
We were talking about at halftime, Scott. That's a big stat for the Bears in the first half. Cho 9 for 10. They were 13 for 15 from the line.
And in all truthfulness, as Cho misses one there, that was a big reason they lost at Princeton on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
The Tigers had a decided advantage at the free throw line in that game.
Last 7 minutes of action at Princeton, Tigers scored all of their 13 points from the foul line. Didn't make a basket.
Cho's second free throw attempt on the way, and that one's good. He has 13 points. Perry Cowan will check into the Brown lineup, replacing Paxson Wojcik. Here's Azar Swain with it. To Kelly. Handed to Gabadon. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebound Jalen Gainey. Cho smells blood, tries to take it in, gets blocked on the play by Gabadon, who picks up his 3rd, and Jalen didn't like the call. That'll be his 3rd foul. Again, 3rd team foul on Yale. Bears will toss it in from underneath. Russ, the Bears have only 9 made field goals to this point in the game, but they have 7 assists on those 9 made field goals. But again, underscores your point. they've made their hay from the free throw line. 16 of 19
yeah,
from the stripe.
getting it done there. And T was just bent over holding his right leg after absorbing that contact. He's posted up underneath.
Here's Perry Cowan for the Bears. Bounces it down low to Cho. Spins to his left. Has a shot blocked out of bounds by Kelly.
Is that goaltending?
Nope. Pretty move by Cho, but
somebody else blocked on the way up, and then it was
good defensive play by Kelly.
Yeah.
There's Cho. Gets it to Lilly. Back to Cho, back to Lilly, and gets knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Bears will toss it in from the side, but they have 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Bears have to find a way to spring Keno Lilly for some jump shots. There's one.
Lilly, step back three straight away, no good. Rebound Azar Swain. Yale's done a nice job defensively.
They have.
Against Keno Lilly. Here's DK, left-hand dribble in the paint. Puts it up, no good, and Lilly commits his third foul.
So DK at 6'2" has a little bit of size on Keno and right to the rim. And leaned in. He created the contact.
It seems like when Lilly's been in the game, they've tried to post up Swain.
Yeah.
You know, they tried to take it down low.
Yep.
DK gets the ball for his first of 2. And the first one is good. DK only shoots it at 55% on the season. Boy, that was a pretty good looking stroke to me.
Yeah.
Did not look like the stroke of a 55% free throw shooter.
And we're foul shooting specialists, as people should know. Made that one too.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for DK, the senior from Montreal, Quebec. Yale 45, Brown 37, 8-point Bulldogs advantage. 4 minutes into the second half. Cho dribbles it up top, gets it to Owusu-Anani. Back to Cho, who thought about the three, instead dribbles down the right side of the lane, kicks it in the corner to Mitchell for 3, short. Rebound Nolan. Bears in a little bit of a scoring drought here, and they've had that happen to them on a few occasions this season.
Yep. It's a holiday, taking advantage of it, but more importantly, honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King as T. Cho ahead of the field for the slam.
Oh, nice dunk there for T. Cho, bringing the fans to their feet. Cho now with 15 points. Bears pull to within 6 of Yale, 45-39. Swain goes by Cowan, pulls up from 14 at the right elbow and scores and gets fouled.
He is so dangerous, lethal. We used those words before. That's all on his own, all individual offense. A glittering individual move. Watch this. Takes a little bump and then just enough space. And Cowan's got size on him and just brushed his arm a little bit. Swain makes the shot anyway. Now he's at the line, leading free throw shooter in the Ivy League.
Because he is such a great three-point shooter, you have to get out on him. And when you get out on him, that's when he can go by you and hit those pull-up jumpers or even take it to the rim.
There are some guys, they are pure catch-and-shoot guys. They can't put it on the floor. Swain doesn't fall into that category. He can do it all.
Yes, he can. 18 points. Right on his season average. He averages 18.9 per game. And Swain gives the Bulldogs a 9-point lead here at Brown, 48-39.
Swain hasn't taken a bad shot yet, although I don't know what a bad shot would be for Azar Swain.
Cho in the paint from 5 feet away.
Same thing for T. Cho, just finding a way to get it done.
Yeah, the two leaders for their respective teams putting on a show here today. T. Cho for Brown, Azar Swain for Yale. Here's Cotton. Tried to bounce it to Kelly, but the ball was kicked out of bounds, and it'll be Yale ball from the side with 16 on the shot clock.
So Tim Kelly, the referee, picked that ball up.
Cotton will throw it in from the side, and he gets it into Nolan. Here's DK to Swain.
Nolan's got Lilly on him and wants the size advantage to take advantage of it, and they turn it over. They concentrate too much on that. Somebody else was open, but they forced it into Noling. Jumper.
Usuanani from the free throw line, no good. Cho tried to get the rebound, couldn't. It bounces to Dike. And Easy will bring it up the floor for Yale. Here's Swain. Good defense by Cowan this time. They get it to Noling. Up top, Dike, catch and shoot three. Off the side of the rim, out of bounds. Oh, saved from going out of bounds by Cotton. Great effort there by the junior. Noling trying to post up on Wojcik, puts the shot up and hits it from the baseline.
It turned into his right shoulder, hit a quick jumper, got that shot off fast.
Yale back up by 9, 50-41, 13-20 to play. Usuanani hands it to Keno Lilly. Lilly dribbles off the Usuanani screen, pulls up, jump shot, was bothered by Dike, he missed it, and the rebound to Noling.
Yeah, Keno now 0 for 6 on the afternoon. They got to get him on track, Scott, to climb back into this one.
They may just have to find other offensive options.
Yeah.
Yale has been so tight on Lilly defensively. A good move there by Jarvis. He scores and gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play.
Jarvis is 6'8" junior, averaging 8 points coming in from Washington, D.C.
Yale now has its largest lead of the game, 11, 52-41.
They're pulling away so far here in the second half. Outscoring the Bears 17-9.
Jarvis, a 50% free throw shooter. Misses the free throw, rebounded by Wojcik. Here's Cho up top with it to Cowan on the right wing. Lilly uses the ball screen, dribbles left. Takes it to the baseline. Tried to fire in the corner, went off of Cowan's hands and out of bounds. The Bears turned it over, their 10th of the game. Each team with 10 turnovers in this one.
First turnover by the Bears in the second half. The Browns only 3 for 10 from the field in the second half. The Bulldogs 6 for 9.
12:15 to go in this one. Yale by 11. Cotton guarded by Cowan. And now away from the play. We're going to get a foul on Dan Friday down low.
Looks it.
That'll be the sophomore's third foul and the 6th team foul on the Bears here in the second half. Yale will throw it in from underneath. Izadike will toss it in. Cotton going to take the right corner long two, missed it there for the weak side rebound was Feinberg, but he had a shot blocked by Friday.
This winter, and for Yale, it was a tough first couple of weeks to Ivy League play. They weren't able to play. They had 3 games that were postponed because of COVID-19 issues within the program against Columbia, Dartmouth, and Harvard, but came back, finally got their first Ivy League game in on Saturday against Cornell, and it was a big one, 96-69, so Yale starting off strong, and then obviously today, out to another lead here by double digits in the second half over Brown, led by Azar Swain, who looks like he's in mid-season form. Guys?
Thank you, Nick. Bears with a couple of opportunities, could not cash in, and now Yale with a basketball. Noling down low, puts up the shot when they call the foul on Perry Cowan. That's going to be Cowan's third, and the Bears are over the limit with 11:20 to play. That is their 7th foul of the second half, so Yale will be in the bonus from here on out.
Matt Noling 75% on the season from the line. First trip here this afternoon.
The sophomore from Ellington, Connecticut, has 6 points thus far tonight. And the left-hander misses the first free throw. This is our 3rd game of a quadruple header here on Nesson of Ivy League basketball. After this one, We'll head up to Hanover, New Hampshire, as the Big Green of Dartmouth College host the Harvard Crimson in men's action.
And you had that Princeton-Penn score earlier, Scott, as well. Princeton won that by 10, you said.
They beat the Quakers 74-64. 2 missed free throws by Noling, but going to have a lane violation.
Jalen in the lane too soon.
Okay. Noling's going to get another crack at it. There was one other Ivy game scheduled to be played, Columbia at Cornell, but because of that East Coast storm that dumped a lot of snow in central New York, they decided to postpone the men's and women's games between the Lions and Big Red for safety reasons due to travel.
Makes sense.
1 of 2 for Noling gives Yale a 12-point lead, 53-41. Lilly takes it in, has his shot blocked by Mbang out of bounds. Lilly really trying to get it going, but Yale has done a nice job against him defensively.
Yeah, a number of different guys have played him here this afternoon. Mbang most of the time. Back on him again.
Gainey gets it to Friday, posting up down low on Feinberg. He missed the shot, rebounded by Noling. Good look there by Dan Friday.
Point blank range.
Swain back the other way, he gets bumped by Perry Cowan, and that's going to be Perry's 4th. The team's 8th, and Swain is a very good free throw shooter. Will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Bears are going to struggle coming back from a 12-point deficit by fouling Azar Swain and sending him to the stripe.
Yeah, I think the bigger issue right now for the Bears is they are searching for answers on the offensive end of the floor.
Can't score. 3 for 13 this half, 23%, 0 for 2 from 3.
Swain hits the first one. He has 19 points.
Right on his average.
The Ivy League's leading scorer, Azar Swain. One more for the senior from nearby Brockton, Massachusetts. That one's good as well. He has an even 20. And Yale has their largest lead, 14, 55-41. Gainey has it up top. Hands it to Lilly, dribbles off the Gainey ball screen, fires the jumper, missed it off the back of the rim. Good offensive rebound for T. Cho.
Somehow he kept that alive. He tapped it to himself, just an athletic move.
Cowan to Cho on the baseline. His jumper from 16, no good. Offensive rebound, Gainey, who gets fouled on the floor before going up for the jam.
That's a good foul by Yale. I think it's on
Kelly. That's his 3rd.
Kelly, yeah.
5th on the Bulldogs here in the second
Here's
half.
T with the jumper. Misses. Jalen corrals the thing. There's the foul.
Wojcik catches the inbound in the right corner, puts it on the deck, and finds T. Cho on the wing. Up top to Lilly. Lilly down the right side of the lane and scores off the window.
It breaks the ice.
6 points for Keno Lilly. Bears down 12, 55-43 as we approach the midway point of the second half here in Providence. Down low, Gabadon sneaks loose but missed the bunny. Offensive rebound kept alive by Michael Feinberg. Swain, jumper, no good. Rebound Lilly. Gainey bothered that shot. Up ahead, here's Cho. Drop pass to Lilly, open 3, left side. Lilly, he's starting to heat up.
And did T. Cho set him up or did he set him up? T using or screening for Lilly, handed the ball off and Keno hits the 3. 5 straight by Keno.
And he pulls the Bears to within single digits, a 9-point Yale lead, 55-46 with 9:25 to play. Gabadon in front of the Yale bench, takes it baseline, reverse, and lays it in. 12 for Jalen Gabadon.
Yeah, there's a veteran move. He's a senior, 4-year player for Yale. Or 3, I should say.
Here's Cho up top. Wanted to hand it to Lilly. Now steps back, thought about the 3, instead finds Wojcik. Wojcik takes the 3, the elbow jumper, missed it. Here's Mbang. 8:35 to play in this one. Yale by 11 here at Brown. Down low, they're going to get Lilly
already here
with a hold.
Quick fall.
That's Keno's 4th. So the Bears with 2 players with 4 fouls, Keno Lilly and Perry Cowan. It is the 9th team foul on the Bears, so this will be 1-1 for Jalen Gabadon. 82% free throw shooter who's 2 for 3 from the line tonight. Gabadon's front end off the front of the rim, no good. Cho with the rebound. Cho dribbles to the free throw line, spins to his left, goes up, missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped into the hands of Azar Swain. Feinberg takes it in baseline, dishes to 6 to play here in the second half. The Bulldogs with a 13-point lead over the Bears, 59-46.
Bulldogs have outscored the Bears by 10 here in the second half. They put up 24 points already.
Gainey has the ball up top for Brown, gets it to Mitchell on the left. Mitchell gets it to T. Cho. Cho had it poked loose by Gabadon, picks it back up. Right hand dribble in the paint, fires it in the corner to Mitchell. He'll take a baseline, has his shot blocked by Jarvis. Here's Mbang to Gabadon. Gabadon.
Travel at least.
That should be a travel, it is, and the Bulldogs turn it over. We have a media timeout here. No, I think they're...
Yeah, they're trying to tell Tim Kelly. They're struggling to get to the to figure this out.
It is a media timeout. He's on the same trajectory as James Jones. We talked about what a great job James has done building a program at Yale, and of course the 5 Ivy titles he's won. He won one early in his tenure in 2002, but the last 4 have come in recent years, 2015, 16, 19, and 20. And I feel like Mike Martin is building that same type of program here at Brown.
There's no question, Scott. I mean, he's elevated the talent level to a degree that it has never been here before. And he's established his culture of hard-nosed guys.
Gabadon with the shot clock winding down, takes a long 3, missed it, rebounded by Gainey. Here's Cho, spins in the paint, goes up with the left hand and scores. Yeah. Pretty move by the captain.
He threaded the needle with his own body that time and somehow squeezed it in off the glass with his left hand.
19 points for Tamanong Cho, 59-48. The Bears trail Yale by 11. 6:23 left. Swain catches it with a full head of steam, gets it back out to Jarvis, now to Mbang. Mbang takes it in the paint, scoop to the hoop, is blocked by Gainey. And we're going to get a little contact on the play as well. They're going to call that on David Mitchell, his first. 10th team foul on the Bears. 2 free throws coming up here for Mbang.
Jalen's got 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Looked like he had another one there.
Yeah.
The whistle and the foul on David Mitchell. Bez Mbang, a freshman from Potomac, Maryland. 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Make it 2 for 3. He misses the first. Matt Nolan checks back into the Yale lineup. He'll replace Michael Feinberg as Mbang gets the ball for his second free throw. Bends the knees, lets it fly, and he misses that one as well. Rebounded by Cho. Bears can pull back to within single digits on this possession. Lilly picks up the dribble and finds Cho up top. Cho bounce it to Lilly, cutting backdoor, tried to pass it to Gainey, but stepped on the baseline before doing so, and the Bears turn it over to Yale.
Usually when Keno leaves his feet like that near the basket, it's to bounce the ball off the backboard and hit that running shot that he makes, Scott. In that case, of course, underneath the basket, left his feet and got into trouble. He already stepped out of bounds.
Bulldogs have won 4 straight in their matchups with Brown in recent years. Looking to make it 5 straight, but the Bears have other ideas. Yale up by 11 right now. Here's DK. To Jarvis. Now to Swain. Back to Jarvis. Back to Swain. Baseline fadeaway jumper. No good. And the rebound comes out to Cho. Cho will take it himself. Puts it up with the right hand and scores.
He stopped on a dime with his left foot, leaned back in, and spun that shot in with his right hand. What an athletic, acrobatic move by the graduate student, Tamanang Cho.
21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for Cho. Back the other way, Mbang misses, rebounded by Cho. Bears down 9. Here comes the captain. Spins, gets it to Mitchell. Now up top to Lilly. Cho hands it back to Lilly. And we're going to get a foul on DK. As Cho was trying to set a screen and DK just ran him over.
He didn't like the call.
That's his second foul, the 6th on Yale, so the Bears not in the bonus yet. Russ, how many times have we seen this already this season? When the Bears need somebody to carry them, Ticho says, hop on my back.
Let's
fellas.
Go. Let's go. I'll be the bus.
Cho dribbles on the right side, takes it into the paint, goes up with the left hand, draws the contact, and scores.
Now that's what you call clearing out a side for your captain. I mean, he had that ball, just a brilliant individual effort that time by T. Cho. He started over here kind of near us, and then backed in, took his time, and then head and shoulder fake, went up, took the harm, and now he's going to go to the line.
Nolan got him with the body, his 3rd personal foul, 17th foul on Yale, a chance at a 3-point play for Tamanang Cho of Brown.
Get the Bears to within 6.
There is no quit in that man. Cho misses the free throw, Nolan with the rebound.
Bears need another stop. We'll have the media timeout at 4 minutes.
Mitchell
Mbang back to the line.
bangs legs with Mbang, and he gets called for the foul. Mitchell, though, gets the worst of that one as he comes up limping. Second foul on David Mitchell. And with 4:31 to play in regulation, Mbang to the free throw line where he will shoot 2.
Ticho, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists.
Mbang's first free throw is good. I'll be honest with you, Russ. I was surprised that Cho was not the Ivy League Player of the Week last week. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds in the win at Harvard, and then he followed that up with 23 and 12 in a loss to Dartmouth.
Yeah.
And he still wasn't named Ivy League Offensive Player of the Week. Mbang goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Bears down 8. Wojcik takes it right to the hoop. Pretty move and scores.
And he squeezed between 2 Yale defenders as well to get the Bears to within 6.
That's the first basket of the second half for Wojcik. 13 for the game for Paxson.
Bears in a little half-court zone press, fall back into the man-to-man.
6-point game here in Providence as we approach 4 minutes to play. Here's Swain.
He'll shoot it from there, too.
Yep, and that's why Cho comes out on him. Swain trying to take it down low. Little turnaround jumper for the baseline short. Cho with another rebound. He's got a double-double. Gets it up ahead to Wojcik. Wojcik guarded by Swain. Finds Cho right of the key. Hand it to Perry Cowan. He'll take the 3. It's short, and the rebound to Mbang of Yale. That would have brought this crowd to life had he made that one.
Yep, sure would have. 3:30 left.
Crowd chanting defense here in Providence. Here's Mbang on the left. Gets it down low on the baseline. Noling missed the shot. Rebound and put back for Kelly won't go. He gets it again, and he's wrapped up. College, her previous stop here to Brown.
Did you tell her to use that for Syracuse zone?
I did not. She's forgotten more about the 2-3 zone than I'll ever know.
She knows what she's doing. There's another miss.
Kelly misses the first of 2. He's a 67% free throw shooter. This is his first trip to the line today. Second free throw for Isaiah Kelly on the way, and that one is also no good. Rebounded by Cho, who has another board. 23 points, 11 rebounds for T. Cho.
8 for 17 from the line in the second half for Yale.
Two-possession game, Bears down 6. Here's Lilly with it. Steps back, now takes it in, gets fouled by Mbang before the shot. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 1 and 1. And for Mbang, that's his 4th. 8th team foul on Yale in the second half. And Keno Lilly.
Here he is with the stutter step, stop and go.
And that's what you got to do. When they're overplaying that outside shot like they are, you go by him. He made a great backdoor cut and got rewarded with a layup at Princeton.
Yes, he did.
Because the Tigers were defending him closely on the perimeter. Lilly hits the first. He had a career high 25 against the Tigers on Saturday, did the freshman Keno Lilly.
And he did it efficiently. He was 10 for 13 from the floor, 4 for 5 from 3 against the Tigers. So he makes them both.
11 points for Keno Lilly, pulls the Bears to within 4. Yale 60, Brown 56. And Mitchell will come in and replace him as the Bears get set to go on defense. Here's Mbang with the basketball. Hands it off to Gabadon, who gets it up top to Swain near midcourt. Swain guarded by Cho. Gives it up to Kelly. On the left, Gabadon has it. Gabadon, 10 on the shot clock. Gets it to Kelly. Right corner to Mbang. Mbang, left-hand dribble in the paint, goes to his right, and blocked shot by Gainey.
Oh boy, that's a good call.
Off of Yale, it'll be Brown basketball.
Yeah.
4th block of the game for Jalen Gainey. Let's take a look at it again.
And he stays planted. He does not look at that. He did not go with the first fake. Blocked it with his right hand on the floater by Mbang.
The reigning Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year, Jalen Gainey. And the league leader in block shots has his 4th of the day. Brown down by 4. Cho gets bumped and fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Jalen Gabadon picks up his 4th. That's the 9th team foul on Yale. David Mitchell will come back in, replacing Keno Lilly. Mike Martin does this as well as anyone, substituting offense for defense down the stretch in a close game when he can.
Yes. And starts as early as he can as well, Scott.
Front end of the 1 and 1, good for Cho. Boy, this arena went silent as Cho fired that first free throw. It's a one-possession game, 60-57. Second one on the way is no good. Cho gets his own miss, goes back up and slams it!
He got his own rebound and dunked it. Oh, wow. Brings the fans to their feet here at the Pizzatola Center.
Cho matches his career high with 26. It's a one-point game here in Providence. Swain with the basketball, guarded by Mitchell. Gets tripped up, and they're going to call Mitchell for the foul, his 3rd. And it will send the very good free throw shooter, Azar Swain, to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Yale.
Well, let's take a look at this. I mean, David's all over him. Oh, boy. I guess you call him for his left leg being for where it was.
I think Swain did a good job of selling that one.
He did, because he was starting to stumble.
This young man is almost automatic from the free throw line. He's perfect today, 5 for 5. Make it 6 for 6. Excuse me, 6 for 7 is Swain. He did have a miss in there.
He did miss one, yeah.
Yep, in the first half, he missed his final free throw attempt. One more for Swain. That one's good. He has 22 points. And more importantly, Yale leads by 3, 62-59 with 1:50 to go. Lilly with the basketball, gets it to Cowan, who gets it back to Lilly. Up top to Jalen Gainey. Swing it left to Perry Cowan.
Here we go.
Down low, Cho.
Yep.
Up top, Wojcik. Now to Cho again. Cho, right-hand dribble in the paint, gets it out to Wojcik. Open 3 to tie it. No good. Mbang chases down the rebound for Yale.
Well, excellent in and out offense. They got it down inside to T. Cho, and he got it back out to Paxson for a wide open look. Can't do better than that.
James Jones is going to call a timeout, a 30 hip impingement.
And then he didn't play a lot of minutes in the games where he came back, trying to get into game shape. Swain with the ball.
16 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Swain guarded by David Mitchell as the shot clock winds its way down to 10. Pull-up three for Azar Swain is no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Noling, and it'll one or possibly tie on this possession. Gainey gets it into Cho.
So he's got Lilly and Cowan and Paxton Wojcik for three-point shooters on a double team.
Cho gets it to Wojcik.
Getting back to him.
Back to Cho. Working on Gabadon. Left hand dribble in the paint. Goes to his left. Puts it up with the right hand and scores. And a new career out the basketball.
They changed the clock. 2 seconds they put on there. I think that's what the issue was.
They get it into Azar Swain, who brings it across the timeline for Yale. Here's Gabadon, takes it down the right side of the lane. Shot blocked by Gainey, but the tip-in goes down for E.J. Jarvis.
Yeah, Jalen left blocked the shot, and Jarvis went right to the rim on the follow-up. Because Gainey couldn't hold him off because he was blocking the shot.
Fifth Gainey block of the day. Here's Cho, gets it to Mitchell. Fans in. But here at Brown, they are permitted to attend with their mask on. Lilly gets it into T. Cho at the left elbow. Now to Lilly. He'll catch and shoot the three. It's in and out, and the rebound comes down to Perry Cowan. And we're going to get a
was being held
by Matt Noling.
I mean, if they're going to call him for the initial contact, that was a long time before that Matt Noling misses that shot. Long time before the foul was called.
Noling makes this one, he can make it a two-possession game. If he misses, the Bears will be down 3 with 12.8 left. Noling's second free throw is good, so it is a 4-point Yale lead. Bears will get it into Lilly, and Lilly picks it up just short of midcourt. Gets it to Cho with 9 seconds, with 8, with 7. Cho's going to take it right to the hoop and put it up, no good. And he uses long arms to defend the inbound pass. They foul Gabadon immediately. With 2.9 seconds to go, Perry Cowan picks up the foul. That's his 5th. So he's fouled out of the game.
So, Scott, you know what that proves how much I know about basketball. So I say get the ball down to the forecourt. And James Jones says get it into the corner. And guess what? They got into the corner. And Gabadon going to the line for some foul shots. You can always learn something. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, that was the higher percentage play, right? I mean, do I want to pass it 3 or 4 feet to a teammate, or do I want to pass it, 35 feet to a teammate?
Aha.
That's why James Jones is over there, and you're over here.
That's why I'm over here second-guessing him. He's got a good sense of humor, as we know.
Yes, he does. I was teasing him.
Yeah.
He walked into the building today with a Yankees cap on. I said, are you kidding me?
He's a Connecticut guy.
I said, this game's on Nesson, the home of the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah. But he's a Connecticut guy, so like me, he's a Yankee fan.
Are you a Yankee fan?
Of course.
I'm shutting your mic off for the rest of the broadcast.
Well, my wife's listening to this on mute, or watching this on mute. Here we go, Scott.
So they need to look at our screen here, guys. Can you show the replay of that last play, please? The inbound pass. Chris, can you show them the replay?
He's working on it.
Okay, so our producer, Chris Adams, is working on it right now.
Yeah.
And here it is. He wants to take a look at the time. 3.9 on the clock. They get it in. And the foul with about 3.5.
Yeah. Well, Scott, now you're the official timer as well. He was going to say 3.4, and you said 3.5. He went with you.
It's a great job by our crew.
Listening to you, of course.
Led by producer Christopher Adams,
our
crew here at Brown.
Yeah, that was excellent.
So they add 0.6 of a second to the clock, 3.5 remaining. And Jalen Gabadon will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Yale. Gabadon's first free throw is on the way and good. Gabadon with 14 points. Misses the second one, rebounded by Wojcik, and the Bears call a timeout immediately with 3.2 seconds left. So the Bears are going to need a desperation 3 and then a steal and another bucket. It would seem rather unlikely, but they will fight to the end.
Well, if Mike Martin figures a way out of this one and back into a tie at the end of regulation, I don't know if his middle this is Michael F. Martin. Is that F for Houdini? He'd be a magician, correct? No, this is a tough situation. Down 5, 3.2 left. You've got to bring the ball the length of the court. So it'll be a long pass, I think, in this instance, and then.
Next game for the Bears, they'll head to New York City to take on the Columbia Lions this Saturday. That game will be a 2 p.m. start. And for Yale, they'll be on the road at Penn, taking on the Quakers at 4.
Dan Friday is in.
Friday will toss it in for the Bears. Looking for a quick 3. And they get it in, and then it goes out of bounds off of Yale underneath the basket with 2.2 left.
That's a good play.
Jalen Gainey comes back in. Felix Kloman checks out. Friday gets the ball from the official. Loops it up to Cho. Catches and goes up and lays it in. And the buzzer sounds, and that will do it